So this is just a quick review of how anatomical evidence can provide information for evolutionary relationships. So we have 4 images right here. Here is our human, here is our dog, our bird, and our whale. So first off, if we think about what the requirement is or what the use for each of these 4 limbs are, humans are for grasping, dogs are for walking, birds are for flying, whales are for swimming. Second thing I want to draw your attention to is you'll notice the color of each of the bones is the same as you go across. Why? Because this is the same bone in each of these 4 different species. So 1, 2, 3, 4 straight across. The red bone is similar straight across. What the bone structure really kind of shows us for evolutionary relationships is the idea that there's a lot of similarities in bone structure. And over time, these species have evolved to meet the requirements of their environment. So whales are going to meet the requirements of their environment, which happens to be swimming in water. So their bone structure is going to be a lot thicker in the digits to provide the necessary strength to swim in water. Versus a bird, these are going to be a little bit more thinner. You'll notice that the digits area down here is kind of all fused into one. These bones are going to be lighter in structure because they're going to fly. Dogs, you'll notice that they look fairly similar to us, except for the fusing of the digits down here, because there's a lot more pressure being placed on the digits as dogs walk on all 4. Humans, ours have evolved in such a way where we're unique that we have the opposable thumb, so we have the ability to grasp. So anatomical evidence really kind of shows us those similarities. The more similar features we see, the more closely related we are probably to that particular organism. Somewhere in our evolutionary past, there's a common ancestor from which all 4 of these different bone structures can trace back their lineage, trace back their line. So at some point, we saw the first organism evolve to the point where they had a limb bone, had these 2 bones, a bunch of small little bones, and then digits. You'll notice that each one of these 4 kind of follow that same similar pattern. You've got 1 bone, followed by 2 bones, followed by a little kind of mass or ball of bone, and then followed by the digits. And each digits really is what's looking different, depending on what particular environmental impact there is. So this is just kind of a little quick overview of showing how bone structure can provide evidence for evolutionary relationships.